Teacher Talking Sports, what it does was do how we live. And for many players, the All Star break comes at an opportune time. These players are dealing with aches and pains from the season, and a little rest can help them return feeling rejuvenated. Other players have missed time, though, due to an ailment, and the break can help them further heal. After looking at the Eastern Conference yesterday, here are some notable NBA injury returns to watch for in the Western Conference once regular season action returns. These are players that are in the middle of a playoff race. So let's start with the Denver Nuggets, Russell Westbrook. At the beginning of the season, Westbrook got off to a rough start, and many wondered if he was officially washed. Those thoughts proved to be premature as the 36-year-old point guard excelled after entering the Nuggets starting lineup. Unfortunately, the 2016-17 MVP has missed the last 7 outings with a left hamstring strain. Vinny Benedetto of the Denver Gazette reported that head coach Michael Malone stated that Westbrook could return right after the All-Star break. Houston Rockets, Jabari Smith Jr., third overall pick of the 2022 NBA draft. Smith Jr. hasn't played since January 1st. He has been out with a fractured hand, but as per Chris Haynes, he's aiming for a February 21st return. A starter in all 33 of his appearances. It'll be interesting if he returns in that fashion, being how well Tari Eason has done in that role in his absence. Also of the Rockets, Fred VanVleet, turning 31 years old on February 25th. VanVleet has been on the shelf for the last 7 contests due to a right ankle strain. An all-star with the Raptors in 2021-22, the 6-foot point guard is hopeful to be back when regular season action returns for Houston. The team is also reportedly interested in extending him on a multi-year deal. He has a team option for next season. Minnesota Timberwolves, Julius Randle exiting a Knicks team where he thrives with 3 all-star nods. Julius Randle's numbers have dipped a bit in his first year in Minnesota. 30-year-old has been sidelined for 8 straight outings with a right adductor strain. On February 5th, it was announced that he would be re-evaluated in 2 weeks, which is just 2 days away, 2 weeks from that announcement. Another player from Minnesota, Dante DiVincenzo, also traded from the Knicks. He was slowly regaining form after a disappointing start. He hasn't played since January 15th, though a left great toe sprain has kept the 28-year-old out of action. At the time of injury, DiVincenzo was said to be reevaluated in 3 weeks, which means an update should be coming shortly. Dallas Mavericks, their whole front court, no. But first, let's start with Anthony Davis. So injuries galore for Dallas big men. It just took 1 game after the shocking Luka Doncic trade for Davis to get hurt, turning 32 on March 11th. He will miss. He did miss the All-Star game with a left adductor strain. Davis got injured on February 8th, and according to ESPN's Shams Charania, he could miss up to a month. Also, Mavericks, Daniel Gafford. Even more recently injured is Gafford, who sprained his right MCL on February 10th. The initial timeline has him missing at least 6 weeks. That would keep the 26-year-old on the sidelines until late March. And the final guy in the Mavericks, Derek Lively, the second and all-rookie second-team member last season. Lively II hasn't appeared in a game since January 14th. He fractured his right ankle that day and had started each of his last 25 outings prior to getting hurt. It was expected that he would miss 2 to 3 months, and he has already missed 1. Let's end with the Golden State Warriors, Jonathan Kuminga. Nobody seems to agree on what the ceiling of Kuminga is. The 22-year-old has been out since January 4th, though, and missed 21 straight games with a right ankle sprain. He's expected to take part in team practices during the All-Star break and could return as regular season play is restarted. So those are just some of the key pieces on teams in the playoff hunt in the Western Conference that were out prior to the All-Star break. Some of them could be returning as soon as play resumes. Others are out for a little bit more time. It'll be interesting to see what the Dallas Mavericks do. As you see, they're pretty much their top 3 front court pieces are all out. Other than, let's say, PJ Washington, who's not really a center. But yeah, check out yesterday where I looked at some of the main Eastern Conference pieces that have been injured, when they are expected to return. NBA play resumes on Wednesday, where there's just one game. A lot of the teams are returning on Thursday. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.